The MT-07 is one of the most popular naked bikes out there, but it's not perfect. After 1000 km, I found 7 things I absolutely hate about it, and trust me, reason number 5 might convince you not to buy the bike. The list is in no particular order, but with that being said, this one is quite high up on the list. The seat. I don't know what Yamaha was thinking, but after riding just 30 minutes I was not comfortable at all. It feels like I'm sitting on wood, the seat is stiff and flat. It's just not doing it for me. The MT-125, for example, has a really nice seat and it just fits way better, and that way you feel a lot more connected to the bike. And guys, trust me, I have quite a bit of natural cushions back there, if you know what I mean, and even I'm struggling. If you do touring, commuting, you'll probably start looking for an aftermarket seat upgrade within the first week. It almost feels like Yamaha made it uncomfortable on purpose just to sell you the optional comfort seat, which is a bit cheeky. Yes, pun intended. Next up, the indicators. You've probably heard it before, don't fix something if it's not broken, and honestly there was nothing wrong with the classic turn signals. The 2025 has self-canceling blinkers and Yamaha decided to redesign them, and fair enough. But why is this right blinker looking like that? It's annoying to turn on and off, and it also takes way too much brain power to do a soft press for that 3-time blink. I'm slowly getting used to it, sure, but I just don't like it, and it's more distracting than anything. I feel like they should have at least made them symmetrical. And the horn and hazard lights are just way too close to each other, and you can't really differentiate between them. And I also didn't like that because I got in a couple of close calls and I just couldn't find the horn, to be honest. The third nitpick, and this one kinda hurts, there's no quick shifter. At least like stock. And the MT-07, I know, is not a race bike, but competitors like the Trident 660 and the Suzuki GSX-8S or R, they offer quick shifters, and that's almost the same price as this one. I've tested the Yamaha MT-07 2024 with a quick shifter because they were trying to sell that one, probably because they knew they weren't gonna sell anymore after the 2025 drop. It's just a little bit annoying because it's also just not available. I can't get it at my dealership anyways, and I was pretty excited about this because it allowed for both up and down shifting. But yeah, it is what it is. Number 4, there is no cruise control. I really feel like this is a missed opportunity. With the 4th generation of the MT-07, Yamaha switched to ride-by-wire, allowing for traction control and different ride modes. So why not add the cruise control, at least as an option? Because the Yamaha YAMT, which is automatic, does have it. On top of that, I think this bike is actually ready for cruise control too. Because if you have a bike with cruise control, you can deactivate it by closing the throttle all the way and a little bit further. So the mechanism is there. Here, I'll show you. It's closed and you can still twist it a little bit. It's just a bummer because it's a super useful feature for those long highway rides, and I wanted to use it when I'd go and do my motorcycle tour this summer. Subscribe so you don't miss that, by the way. I'm gonna try my best to vlog that. And then there is the sound, or should I say the lack of it. Because of Euro 5 Plus emission standards, this thing is quiet, like really quiet. It also just sounds horrendous, and Yamaha for sure knows this because that's why they have these sound grills to begin with. It's to direct some noise to the rider, because otherwise it's gonna be sounding like a scooter. And look, I'm not a super fan of loud motorcycles, and I understand if you live on the back roads and you get rev bombed daily while trying to enjoy your retirement, you're gonna go after motorcyclists. So I'm all for keeping it civil, but I would like to hear my motorcycle when I shift through the gears at least. And right now, I don't know, it's just not doing it for me. When you're riding, it's okay, but when you're standing still and you want to show it off to friends, it's just not a good look, to be honest. The only legal aftermarket exhaust right now is the Akrapovic, but there are 2 problems. It costs €1,600 and it's not even available. I've actually contacted other exhaust manufacturers and they're still working on one that can pass the regulations. Akrapovic has an official partnership with Yamaha, and even they are having issues, meaning we're kind of stuck with this lawnmower ass sound unless you get an illegal system without a catalytic converter. But to do that, you need to flash the ECU, because the Euro 5 Plus motorcycles come with 2 lambda sensors that check for the fuel and air ratio. That means that if you don't have a catalytic converter, you're gonna get fault codes and you risk an expensive fine because your exhaust is illegal. You might think, hey, I'll get an older exhaust with the catalytic converter because they also fit. You still need to plug the 2 sensors in somehow. It's possible. I've got a follower on Instagram who did that, and flashing the ECU is also a decent solution. I'm just too lazy to go after this, and I don't want to risk the warranty, to be honest. So yeah. Another nitpick, the price. I know inflation, supply chain issues and all the new features do warrant a price increase, and it's only a 3% increase, but if you look at what's not included, like the cruise control and the quick shifter, it feels like Yamaha didn't need to do that. And once again, just look at what the competitors are offering. I don't really think it's much of an issue though. I just need to find something for this video to complain about. And lastly, let's talk about traction control. You have Sport, Street and Custom. I've only got Street and Custom because it's the A2 compliant version. Now, using the display, you can decide the level of traction control and you can also turn it off right here. But here's the thing, every time you turn off the bike and you reset the bike, it's gonna reset. So if you want to pop a wheelie or just ride without electronic rider aids, you've got to manually switch it off every time. And I don't even do wheelies, but it's about the principle. It's my bike and I should be able to leave it off if I want to. Plus, this bike is literally known for being a famous hooligan bike, and I feel like people are already on the fence about the ride-by-wire, and Yamaha is really just giving them another reason to not buy the bike. I know road safety and all that, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna help and save some people from hurting themselves. However, you can't really protect everyone from themselves. Some people are gonna do dumb stuff. And some honorable mentions which I forgot about. I don't like the mirrors, they look goofy, they are too smooth, the bike is aggressive, and yeah, I'm gonna get rid of them. Also, you have phone connectivity with the display, so the Garmin app does work. I can do my navigation on here. However, I cannot control my music or see the weather and some goofy stuff like that. It's nice to have, don't get me wrong, but if it's not working, yeah, it's something I dislike about the bike. It should be working straight out of the box, and I don't really care about the phone connectivity all that much, but it's a feature they advertise and they're just not living up to the expectations. Just like the R9 release. But don't get me wrong, this bike is super fun and it's a really great overall package. It's torquey, it's one of the best naked bikes out there. I just think there's still a little bit more room left for improvement. If you're now starting to doubt whether or not you should purchase the MT-07 2025, subscribe to the channel because I'll be doing a video on 5 reasons why you should buy the bike. But if you can't wait and you need a video right now, check out this video on the new upgrades, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.